I will call our special meeting of council for July the 30th to order. Please note that we are missing 2 of our councillors for their prescribed vacation and break time. Councillor Martin and Councillor Day are both not with us this evening. Looking for approval of our agenda.
Move approval.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. I would like to start out by acknowledging the Lekwungen-speaking peoples on whose territories we are holding our meeting this evening. And at this time, there is one member of the public, if there's anything that you would like to bring. You're good? Thank you. Just don't want to cut anybody out. A couple of things or at least one thing to note, and it's with great heartfelt condolences to the Milne family. Saturday, Morley Milne, who's a longtime 10-year councillor for the district of Metchosin, passed away unexpectedly, suddenly. I would assume probably going on vacation. She was on the mainland when this happened. And so there's a lot of shocked and very heartbroken people in the district today and the last few days. So we acknowledge all the great work that she's done over the 10 years, and we have a card for members of council if you would like to sign that before we leave this evening so that we can get that off to family. We have a few items on our agenda this evening. There is an AVICC piece of correspondence that has a request and invitation for municipalities to look to hosting AVICC in the years 2020 and 2021. What is council's wish?
Move receipt, Your Worship.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next item under new business is a report from Director of Finance in regards to Federation of Canadian Municipalities Asset Management Program and Grant Application.
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Council may recall that as part of the 2018 financial plan, a special project entitled the Pavement Condition Assessment was approved in the amount of $76,000. The city set aside some accumulated gas tax funds to pay for that, and much of the pre-work for that has been done. RFP has been issued and awarded, and some of the actual work on the streets are beginning shortly. The city is in the process of applying for additional grant funding through the FCM. As part of that process, it requires a specific number of resolutions from council, which are before you and recommended by staff. Thank you very much.
Any questions to staff? Recommendation?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. We're stepping into bylaws, and we have to take this first one a bit slow, folks. I have a detailed bit of information here, but we will start off with the report from Director of Planning to lead us in.
Actually, Your Worship, I should probably take a moment to introduce the council. I think you've all had a chance to meet Jill Collinson, our newest member to the planning team. She's joining us as a senior planner and drafted the report before you, so she's going to be introducing it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Your Worship, Council, as you're aware, we're working towards a new official community plan. And following first reading of this OCP bylaw, the Local Government Act requires consultation opportunities with persons, organizations, and authorities we consider will be affected. The report in front of you summarizes the referral process as well as responses received since first reading on July 9th. Note, one public submission is also being circulated tonight from Ms. Jean Elliott that was received on July 13th. It will also be included in the public hearing binder. Earlier today, a comment was received from Songhees First Nation in support of the OCP. Of all the other referrals received, one small amendment is suggested in relation to comments from the Agricultural Land Commission. The Commission requested to include a reference to the agricultural land use background map found in Section Part F. The proposed amendment is summarized in Appendix 4 of your report. Our immediate neighbors, View Royal, also provided comment relating to cycling and road network at Wolfert and Whale. Review of the Transportation Master Plan is identified as an immediate policy implementation action item of this draft OCP, so View Royal's comments will be integrated into the TMP review following adoption of the official community plan. While the report does focus on referrals and comments received since July 9th, staff wanted to highlight the multiple engagement and consultation opportunities exercised throughout this whole OCP process. Appendix 1 of your report provides a summary of the last 2 years of OCP consultation processes. This report essentially provides you with an update on the public process engaged throughout the OCP plan. It's anticipated further comments will be received between now and up to the public hearing. Anything received before the public hearing will be included as part of the public hearing record. In brief, our recommendation is noted in the report, but staff strongly suggests that council receive the report, affirm consultations, give second reading, and forward the bylaw to public hearing.
Thank you. So at this time, I would just like to remind council that any correspondence that you may have received within this, ensure that it has been passed along to staff and is within that file. With that, the steps that we need to take at this point is, first off, undertaking I got conflicting bits. So am I working with the updated second reading first, or am I receiving the planning report?
Your Worship, the appropriate sequence is as stated in staff's recommendation.
Okay.
So if we go through each of the items as a separate motion.
And I've got all of that part on. So we will start, please, council. I need recommendation on A.
Move the recommendation, Your Worship.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. B, affirming that having reviewed and considered the consultation opportunities provided by the city in relation to the development of the official community plan bylaw number 1700/2018 to date, and having reviewed and considered the persons, organizations, and authorities to whom these opportunities were afforded, the consultation carried out by the city in relation to the Colwood official community plan bylaw number 1700/2018 and its amendments satisfies the requirements of section 475 and the Local Government Act, including the specific requirements of section 4752. I need that in one block.
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. C is to affirm that the consultation carried out by the city in relation to Colwood official community plan bylaw number 1700/2018 and its amendments satisfies the requirements of the section 476 of the Local Government Act.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. D, that the Colwood official community plan bylaw number 1700 be given second reading as amended to address the comments from the Agricultural Land Commission.
Second.
Any comments, questions? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. And finally, a recommendation, please, to have direct staff to forward the Colwood official community plan bylaw number 1700/2018 to a public hearing.
So moved.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Do we need to date that now? Or will that be coming out?
Your Worship, the date that we're working towards is the August 27th regular council meeting date. So we'll be working with staff to try to accommodate that as part of that night's council schedule. Yeah.
Just wanting to make sure that we get the date out as the earliest as possible. National?
Yes, if that date is picked, I will have to inform council and staff. Right now, I will be out of town on that date. It's the 40th wedding anniversary. It's been planned for some 6 months, so I can't possibly change it at this point. If we could move the public
then
hearing
expect to
to the
survive.
28th.
And so it might require a polling and making sure that we're all back from summer break and things aren't extended. So thank you for that. That concludes 4.1, 4.2, bylaw number 1736, first, second, and third readings for Colwood, Maine Sewer Local Area Service Bylaw 598-2001, amendment number 69.
Move introduction, Your Worship.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Bylaw number 1737, first, second, and third readings again for Colwood West Sewer Local Area Service Establishment and Loan Authorization, bylaw number 625, again for 528 Allandale.
Move introduction, Your Worship.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Move third.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Finally, before us, 4.4, bylaw number 1738 for first, second, and third readings for Colwood, Maine Sewer Local Area, bylaw number 598-2001, amendment number 70 for 504 Halser.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Second.
All those opposed? Favor? Maybe.
Ah!
Told you, didn't I?
Got that.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion
adjournment.
carried. Even